survivor. I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
And good morning, folks. Lester here. No cap. And that's because, well, you also can see that my shirt is kind of like hanging on me. Rocky, not now, please. I'm not even going to be upset with Rocky because, listen, I'm pretty excited. And if lo and behold, my excitement didn't get the best of me, and then I grabbed my video camera, and I shouldn't have, because as soon as it started, it stopped. It was raining. It was raining. It was raining. There was rain falling. I don't know for a fact how much rain because the rain gauge is over there. But oh my gosh, I've been looking and praying and hoping for rain. I'm being joined today with a couple of special guests, Starla and Finnegan, and they wanted to make sure that they could come by and tell you all hello. Can I pull your chair a little closer? Let me pull their chair a little closer, guys. Give me a moment here. Now I know that they prefer the spinning chair. Look, here's your spinning chair. And I think that y'all can get in the spinning chair. There you go. And everyone can see you. And you can spin around a little bit while I do a live video. They are so much joy. And I love them so much. They've added so much to our lives. And they love that spinning chair. I have not built them a house yet because I don't know for a fact where I should build it. It has to be temporary because they're not going to be yard goats forever. You know, up until recently, they've been sleeping at night inside our bathroom of the little apartment. And then by day, they've been coming inside the little playground area here. We call it our playpen. And they've been doing real good. But everyone, if you know goats, you know that they'll jump over a 3-foot fence in no time. And so I'm not putting their chairs close enough for them to try it yet. And they're not really jumping out or trying to get out. They seem to be content with each other. But y'all want to hear a scream? Watch what happens when I take Starla out. Watch how upset it makes Finnegan. This is going to be funny and sad. If you don't like sad stuff, then don't watch and don't listen. But what I'm going to do is take Starla out just for a second, and I want you to see how upset it makes Finnegan. I shouldn't laugh. That's mean. Give me a second here. Finnegan, this is just be for a second or so. Come here, Starla. Come on. Come here. Finnegan, you just relax. You're fine right there. No, Finnegan. Okay. All right. So I hope y'all did not see what I had on my feet. I do love you, but we're going to let Starla out just for a minute, okay? Can you just be a good boy until she gets back? He does not understand why he can't get out. And so maybe because I'm sitting here, he doesn't feel quite so isolated and alone. Maybe it's because Stella's right here with us. He doesn't feel so alone. But there have been days when I've let her out for a second or so, or she's ran out when I open the little gate, and he goes berserk. He just goes crazy. And it's so sad. She's over there now on the little couch behind him. You see her on her little furniture area sitting. Oh, she's such a big girl. Rocky, just hush it up already. I am so sorry. You know, Rocky wasn't being very loud at all until I went live. And all of a sudden, in Rocky's world, oh, that means they all want to hear me. They all want to hear me holler and scream and yell and get daddy all aggravated. And so Rocky's going to start up now. Rocky should be aware that I do have, and I'm not afraid to use it. I don't want to, but I'm not afraid to. All right, well, I guess I let you all down because I did not walk away far enough and let you all see the baby freak out. Who does that? Who likes to see the baby freak out? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say something else too. This is a whole lot like the fainting goats. There are people messaging, and I'm reading the comments, and they're disappointed that I've not shown the fainting goats yet. Fainting. They want to see the fainting goats fainting. And I don't know how to show that because it's not pretty to watch. It's funny, but it's not pretty. And I'm just having a little bit of a hard time making a video of that. And there's people upset with me for that. And so come on now, y'all. Come on. Let's just, I'm sure with as many videos as are being recorded around the sanctuary, at some point you'll see plenty of fainting goats. And someone said that Megan has already shown it once. And so I did not know that. But so, like I said, Megan's there all the time. Ellie's there all the time. Jamie and I are back and forth. I'm there more than Jamie. And did you see Starla? Do you all just see Starla? She's doing that stuff that those kids do in the city where they jump around and they do all these jumps off of the sides of buildings. You know what I'm talking about, right? I forgot what they call that, but it's some kind of a sport. It's like a death sport, really, because these kids are doing all these weird jumps and kicking off of buildings and off of high rises and doing the craziest stunts. And I don't know why they do it. I don't get the thrill in all of that, but I just saw Starla do it. And yeah, someone's saying what it's called, parkour. I'm probably saying that wrong. Where's my mouse? Oh, Lord, I can't even find my mouse. The problem is I'm not centered. There's my mouse. Okay, so that's what it's called right there. Parkour. I'm probably saying that wrong. But if you've never seen that, y'all, it is some crazy stuff that these kids are doing. And Patty says, I'm saying it right. Parkour. Okay, so good. Thank you, Patty. And thank you, Nathania Steiner, for letting me know, along with about 1,000 other people. I appreciate that. This morning, like I said, I was going to go live just to show you the rain. I ran in, grabbed my computer, I set it down. I start doing all of the necessary things to go live. And excuse me just for a second.
Rocky, you need to shut your little pie hole.
That will for sure teach him a lesson he'll never forget. But no, I ran in. I wanted to share the moment with you. That was my downfall. That was my downfall, is the fact that I wanted to share the moment with you, when that really shouldn't be a bad thing. But by the time I ran in, got my laptop, came out, set it down, found the right StreamYard app, and then began to connect all the pages. And then all of a sudden, it stopped. And I says, you know what, Jamie, it might start again. It might start again. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to go ahead and go live in case it does start again. We can all enjoy the rain together. And so let's hope that we do get some rain here. And I might as well go ahead and put Starla back where she belongs, because otherwise she's going to eat all of Jamie's plants. And it's not fair. We got her out for one reason, to see him whine, but he's not going to. Come on, Starla. Come here, sweetie. I do love you. I love you so much. But you're going to go ahead and stay in there with Finnegan for a bit, okay? Just stay with Finnegan for a little while. They're cuter together. They really are cuter together. And he's just adorable. I love that little boy. Okay, so what I can do, since I do have you, if you want to stick around, I would love to open some of the gifts that are sitting here in front of me. This part of my video is not for everybody. And like I said in the title, there's no emergency here. If you saw Lester went live on an unscheduled post. Okay, so someone is saying that it's, where did that go? Y'all can be so mean. All right, I'm going to have to explain myself here real fast. Do not say ignore the negative comments. This is not a negative comment. It's just someone who doesn't understand how it works. I've lost it. So the commenter said that it's very disrespectful to go live while another Marvel Hill creator is also live. Right now, it's Thursday at 10:49. It's Thursday at 10:49. So there is such a thing as an unscheduled live, and I do those on occasion. I would never go live during an allotted time that someone from Marvel Hill has allotted to do their official live. But at the same time, there's some creators that only go live all the time or whenever. So if that is who you're referring to, then I don't know what you don't know when someone's going live. It doesn't get a notification that says alert, 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 alert. So Vonda says Jake goes live all the time. Jake does. Jake goes live about 4 or 5 times a day, and he doesn't do it on a schedule. He just does it at random times. And so if I did interrupt Jake or Bree or Stephanie or Ellie or anyone else, I did not do it intentional. And so understand that we don't get alert systems. Stephanie says it's not her. Stephanie says there's 170 of us. So how could you ever keep up? I'm glad Stephanie's here and not trying to do a live, because I don't want to interrupt anyone's live, but you don't know, guys. You would not know. And then, like I said, my live was so darn random. I just ran in, grabbed my computer, hit go live, and I was trying to capture the rain because it was beautiful, and I wanted us all to watch it together. Sorry, forgive me if I interrupted someone else's live, but that's the kind of thing where I say sorry, not sorry, if it was not intentional, and if it was just someone else's random live. You just never know. Let's move on from there. Anywho, in case you're just joining, I am saturated because when the rain started, I was working. Our calves, meaning, you want to see the video? This might be good video. I don't. This is completely unplanned and unscheduled. There was nothing at all that was organized about this. Let me show you something, though. I'm going to airdrop this to my phone just so you know that I'm not lying. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you an image of what happened here no more than 15, 20 minutes ago. And you're saying, Lester, the live's only been going for 13 minutes. Yes, this 15 minutes ago, this is when all this happened, and then it just stopped out of nowhere. So I'm not making this up. Here we go. Let me find it. Video file. Here we go. Okay. It was recorded.
Here's Lester getting Ruby. So he went the other way. Babe, Danny is behind the cow pasture. Look at me. Look at me. She went all the way around. She's way up here.
Where?
Babe, behind the big pasture, behind the garage. Come on, Rube. You got to walk up here. Be very careful going through the shop.
Yeah.
The dog.
You got Ruby?
Yeah, I got Ruby. Come here, Rube. Come on, Ruby. Come on, sweet girl. You win. Come on, baby. Okay. So Lester's going to have to go enter by his prayer place. This is a lot of rain. And Ruby, Danny, is up here. Oh, my poor baby. She's so confused and lost. It's too much space for them. Yesterday was their very first day to be out in the big pasture and to be able to have all that freedom. Oh, he just called her and she heard. She heard him. Now is she gonna run? But yesterday was the first day that they had access to all 3 pastures and the big pasture. And today with this rain, they're just confused. It's the second time in their life that that's ever happened. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's walking towards him, and the rain let up just a smidge. We were okay if it rained like that for like days, but it's good to let this absorb because it definitely is puddling. The ground is so hard, it's going to struggle to absorb, which is crazy. Oh, I hear Rocky. There comes our girl. And are we going to talk about the hat? Come on, baby. Be careful. Slow down. You're going to slip. Come on, love. Come here. Come here, Danny. No. We don't need to start. Come on, baby. Get under here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, come here. No, don't go in there. You're going to slip and fall. Bring her here, girls. Come here, Rube, or Danny. Come here, baby. Get underneath here. Come on. Come with Mom.
Oh, gosh.
She went for a hike. I was like, what took you so long to get a hat? I was over here looking for you, and then I turn around and...
I wasn't trying to find this hat. I just needed a hat to keep the lotion from dripping off my head to my eyes.
Oh.
I moisturize in the morning.
Looky
and,
here.
And if I had not had some kind of a cap, the lotion would have all dripped down into my face and burned my eyes.
Oh.
I needed. I think that we get the idea. Proof it was raining. And so I appreciate Betty Jo for addressing a very negative comment of how ridiculous it is of us getting our calves out of the rain when in fact cows like the rain. And so that may be, however, this is the first rain that our cows have experienced, and they were a nervous wreck. They were scared. And what happened was, if you know the layout of the land, Betty Jo knows exactly that Danny had found herself along a very narrow ridge that has a 50-foot drop off. And so Betty Jo says, don't do all that dumb stuff, lady. That calf needed Lester to go over there because she's on a very slippery clay ridge with a very, maybe because Danny's on top of the cliff that could slide into the mud. And that is exactly why we ran over to grab Danny off of that cliff, because we were worried about her. And so that is the reason why we went after her. Ruby is what we do to get Danny. Wherever Ruby goes, Danny goes. And so what happened today, and I think that Jamie said it right there, is this is only their second day of being allowed free roam of their entire pasture. And they don't know their boundaries yet. They don't know their boundaries. They don't know their safe zones, and they don't know how to maneuver their ways in and out of all of the pastures. Ruby is very slow and cautious and kind of like takes her time. And Danny is just a firecracker. Danny just goes, and she doesn't take time to think about what she's doing until it's too late. And so, yes, we did go let Ruby out, trying to get Danny to come with her. Danny was lost and was just running berserk all over the hill along the ridge, which terrified us. So anywho, aren't they in a fenced in area? Yes. However, our fenced in areas are extensive, and so they can't go anywhere we don't want them to go once they learn where they're at, if that makes sense to you. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying is it makes a perfect logical sense. It makes perfect rational sense. The unfortunate thing is you don't know the page or the layout of the land enough to be as critical as you're being right now. So I'm just going to laugh. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing along with the other folks who know what we're doing, and you don't seem to know what we're doing or why we do it. So anywho, maybe you should have stayed on that other live you were watching, is all I'm saying. That sounds mean, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not trying to be mean. Let me go ahead and open a gift or two. I'm not going to keep you long. So this says to Longhorn Lesters and the new babies from Tawana. Now, I'm not sure if it's these babies we're talking about or the fainting goats over at the other property. Well, guess what? That problem has been solved real fast. Looky here. That problem has been solved. These over here are calf nipples, and they are the tops of bottles. And I'm guessing that Tawana saw the video of how fast these calves can go through those nipples. They end up chewing pretty much, and they come with a small tip at the end, a small hole. But the more the cows, let me go ahead and open one to show you. The more the cows chew on them, the bigger that hole can get. So this is how they look. They have a small opening at the end of them, just like this right here. You all can see that, yes? And the more they get chewed on or sucked on, the larger that can tear or open. And if it gets open too large, then the milk can just ooze out. And so they don't want the milk to ooze out into their mouth. What they want is the milk to be, they want to suck it out into their mouth. So thank you so much, Tawana. That was very, very kind of you and thoughtful. Who would have ever thought that, you know what, I'm going to go on there and find some more nipples for them baby calves. Let's read if she included. Sometimes they give you an option to include a little gift thing. All right, here we go. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see the babies. A gift for you. I seen Lester's Timeout Tuesday today where he mentioned that one of the calf nipples was chewed up by one of the dogs. Oh, that can happen too. Yes, that does happen. I hope these are the right kind. And those are absolutely the right kind. Yes. Love Ruby and Danny. They're both so beautiful. From Tawana. Tawana, thank you. It's very kind of you to love Ruby and Danny so darn much and be so observant of what's happening. Did you all hear Tex right there? I don't know if you could hear him, but he just bellowed so loud. Let me find one that's only to Lester. I don't want to open things that are to Lester and Jamie. Okay, this says to Lester. Now, it does say in care of I'm a Survivor, so it might not be. Oh, my gosh. Whoa, this is a flag, but uh-oh. Friends, I don't know this for a fact. I don't know this for a fact. I was never in the military or in any kind of law enforcement. I wasn't even a Boy Scout. But do they only fold flags this way whenever someone has passed and they present this to the family or the loved ones of the fallen? I'm a little nervous about reading this card because sometimes things are meant to be private. All right, here we go. Okay. Lester, the small flag is a 3x5. That's the size that goes on my flagpole. The bigger flag is a 5x8. I imagine the larger flag will fit best on your flagpole. No, the 3x5 is what my flagpole is made for. I think I can move the little brackets around, but a 5x8 might be too heavy and end up bending my flagpole. The flagpole that I bought was pretty neat. It was actually something that was on a sponsorship thing. Oh my gosh, they send me tons of emails and I get so sick of them. But it's an expandable flagpole, maybe not expandable, expendable flagpole that opens from the bottom. So you don't have strings that go up and down. You actually will twist and it drops to the next level, twist, drops, twist, drops, twist, and drops till the top. And it comes with built-on clips for your flags. And I believe that my flagpole is equipped for a 3x5. Now, so the 5x8 will not fit unless I was somehow tried to manipulate the little clips. And I don't really want to do that. I think that the pole's best for the flag size it was made for. The smaller flag is ready to be retired. So that's why it's folded this way. It's ready to be retired. Someone says it's called a telescoping flagpole. Yes, that is what it's called. Please return to us and we will make stars for you to give to your police, firemen, and veterans you meet. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. When the small flag is ready to be retired, please return to us and we will make stars for you to give to your police, firemen, and veterans you meet. Just let me know which property it will fly on so it can be included on the note. The larger flag you can burn or give to a local American Legion, VFW, or Elks organization. These are my thank yous for your videos, for your love of animals, and for your love of country. Why is that making me get emotional? I don't know why that's making me get emotional. Because I love making videos because I feel like that's a way to share the blessings that we have with you all. And then, of course, I love these animals, which are our blessing. We get to enjoy every single day. And I love this country. I should not read this. I should not read this online, but I'm going to. I'm going to read something online. And I will not tell you the sender's name, but this is the kind of stuff that makes you wonder why. I will say that I have politely asked this person to stop emailing me and to go find her happy place. Dear Lester, now I'm hiding the name. I'm not making up the fact that I'm reading an email from a sender. This part I can show. No particular subject. No particular subject. I know you don't like my emails, but still, I hope you will read them. Her first sentence. I know you don't like my emails, but I hope you will still read them. Why would you take time to email someone if they don't like your emails? Let me show you why I don't like her emails. Even though I've never said I don't like your emails, I just don't reply, or I say politely that we can agree to disagree. The United States of America is not the greatest country in the world, especially not now, where you are the target of climate change, to which you seem to sum up day by day by your own behavior. I don't really know what that means, but what I'm guessing is that she's blaming the United States on climate change. Okay, so she's blaming the United States on climate change. Does she not realize how much industrial waste China and probably other large countries, I'm just going to guess and say India and very powerful countries emit, and she's going to point her fingers and claim that the United States is the largest contributor to climate change. Okay, whatever, fine. Let's not argue about that. Let's not you and I argue. Whoops, I lost the email. I touched something and it went away. Don't worry, it's right here. Well, it was right here. Oh, I touched the old mail and it's in my new mail. I don't even think I should keep reading this because all it's going to do, I'm afraid, and I'm not sure what you guys are saying, is probably going to create a lot of divide amongst us. And that's not what we're here for. But I do love this country. And I support our country and our leaders. I support them whether they are Democrat or Republican. I'm not going to say I agree with everything because I absolutely don't. I will also say that I disagree with both parties on topics. I've always said that when I vote for the better man or woman. I don't care of their gender or of their ethnicity, of their cultural background, of their name. I don't care of their party. I vote for who I feel like can be the best leader of our country. And so shame on you, lady, and you know who you are. And yeah, go find your happy place. But back to the stars and stripes. Thank you so much for the flags. And then she sent a card, Stars for Our Troops Incorporated. Thank you for those that served and are serving. Beautiful. And thank you so very much. That's awesome. And I will go down and hang that flag up momentarily. I have my Texas flag flying now because I didn't have a U.S. flag. So I really appreciate that. All right. This is to Lester and Jamie. I'm going to skip through that one. Rocky, come on, guys. This is just to Lester. So I don't want to open a Lester and Jamie because it's not fair if it's something that is really more for Jamie than for me. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. Okay. This is interesting. All right. So these are 12-inch, 100-piece zip ties or cable ties. And we use these all over the place and for everything. Now, this is a no-sweat hat liner. It has patented sweat lock technology. It instantly absorbs sweat. Now, there has been quite a few messages to me about my misinterpretation of a similar gift that I opened up a couple of days back. And I stand corrected. When I thought that this might be a feminine product, and ends up, it is not. This actually here is a hat liner that goes inside of your hat. It has a sticky that goes inside of your hat, and so it can stick there, which will prevent your hats getting sweaty. So I do want to apologize to that other lady who sent those. And that was a simple mistake that any guy could have made. Simple mistake that any guy could have made. Sorry. You know, I am not as well traveled as you sometimes think I might be. I'm not that well traveled. I know that probably surprises a lot of you. You probably think I'm some kind of a world traveler, and I'm not. Okay? So let's read the little thingamajiggies here. Oh, it's from Abby, and she says, just because you can never have too many. Hold on, that's funny. Anna Marie Piazza says, that was a Lesterish mistake. That was a Lesterish mistake, a Lesterism. Thank you for that comment, and thank you for that gift. My phone is texting, and I'm not real sure why. This comes to Longhorn Lester. Let me turn my phone off, because what happens is whenever somebody begins to do all of that, then the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to end up losing your signal to your computer. All right, this comes to Lester Morrow. And remember, my friends, I'm very blessed to have the folks that are following along right now. Whoa, check this out. Hey, I will show you something's pretty interesting. This is a tripod, and these are the kind that are flexible in the fact that you can mount them pretty much anywhere. Let me go ahead and open this over here up. Let me go ahead and open this up. Looky here. So you can put this tripod really anywhere, and you wrap these little thingamajiggies, the legs, and so it holds solid. And so now you put your phone here and you adjust your tripod how you want it, but you can hang those anywhere you want to. Now, while I let Starla investigate and play around with that one, I'm going to go grab you guys my new robot tripod and show it to you. I'll be right back. Rocky, hush it up. All right, so this has been the neatest thing that I was gifted not too long ago. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and put my camera into it. Uh-oh. And then I'll show you how this works. So when you turn this thing over here on, it begins to find you. Stop. Oh, hold on a minute. I don't really have a place to set it. Rocky, I'm trying to work over here. So it's really awesome the way this works. I'm just trying to find a way to show you how it works. Okay, so right now, I'm going to turn it around and put myself in the screen. All right, so I want you to watch this. Right now, it's going back and forth between me and Starla. It assumes that Starla is a part of my video. It does. It's assuming that Starla and I are both working together on a video, and that's why it's going back and forth between the two of us. Now, watch my hand. As I move myself around, it actually follows me. Okay, this is not working out too good at all. Actually, look, it's looking at. Do y'all see this? It is the coolest little thing. Let me turn it off. This was a gift as well, and it's been a really neat gift. I can take it anywhere I want to go. It's raining. Don't say anything. It's raining. It's just a sprinkle, but I can hear it. So just be real quiet and let's watch as it rains. So thank you so much for this. Let me see if I can find. There's not a gift card in the box, but there are two of these. And these are really amazing tripods because you can take them anywhere you want to, because they'll attach to almost anything. If you've ever seen us on the tractor, on the side-by-side, and we're like driving, but you can see that we're driving and you're wondering who's videoing, it's because we have a couple of those kind of tripods. You can tie them onto the bumper to really anything and just start recording, and they'll ride right along with you. So that's really neat. Thank you so much for that. I wish there were a name to give credit to. I do have about 3 more if y'all want to stick around for a while longer. This here also comes to Lester Morrow. And remember, I'm not opening things that are to Lester and Jamie because I don't know if that would be fair to Jamie. So right on top, it says, enjoy your gift from Christy Goldsberry. And these are something that I've never tried. These are Dr. Pepper Peeps, and these are Dr. Pepper jelly beans. And so I will by all means try them right now. I have seen them, but I've never tried any. I'm not really a jelly bean eater. Let's see if Starla will eat it. Starla says no. I will tell you that these taste exactly like Dr. Pepper. Chewy Dr. Pepper. They come from Jelly Belly. And they are Dr. Pepper flavored, and they taste exactly like Dr. Pepper in a jelly bean form. Now, I am going to go ahead and just tell you right off that I'm a little bit nervous about this over here because the texture of these Peeps inside my mouth always make me kind of like gag. If you are a Peeps eater, and these are kind of a candy that's around Easter, then they normally have little chickens, little chicks. They're yellow, but these over here have, or they say Dr. Pepper on them. And as far as the shape, oh my gosh, now they've got a little bit melted in transport, so that's maybe a little troubling. I hope that they're still safe to eat. All right, so I'm just gonna, it's gooey. Okay, this is very gooey, extremely gooey, which is why I have a hard time eating real Peeps. But since they were a gift, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a shot. Bear with me. God, don't let me gag. Okay, well, it's not my thing. It is not my thing, but I can taste the Dr. Pepper. But since they're so gooey, what I'm going to probably do is put them in the freezer. Or once Jamie starts doing her freeze drying, I know that Cog Hill did an entire thing about freeze drying candies like that. And so that might be a really fun thing to do, is to freeze dry some Dr. Pepper Peeps. Dr. Pepper Peeps. So thank you so much, Christy. That's very kind of you. And I am so glad I did not kind of like get that little gag reflex while on camera. That would have been quite embarrassing. All right, I do have a couple of more. And if you want to spend a few more minutes with me, I'll do that real fast. So that rain stopped. I'm so bad of not opening this a week earlier. This is to Lester Morrow for his summer cold. To Lester Morrow for his summer cold. If you remember, it was actually 2 weeks ago that I had a summer cold. It did not stop me from working. I still made my videos, but a lot of you guys could hear it in my voice. I believe that Jamie and I talked about it. She had just gotten back from vacation, from an out-of-town trip, and she came back sort of sickly. And I understand why. Airplane travel, elevators, all the places you want to try to avoid if you can. And somewhere along the way, she got herself a little summer cold. And she comes back and gives it to me. These are peppermint flavored, sore throat, and chest lozenges. And they are good. Those are delicious. Look at the name, though. Jake Mans. Jake Mans. Jake Mans. That's funny. Now, what did I open those up out of? Yes, there is a gift card in here. Okay. So, here we go. I found these while on vacation in Scotland 8 years ago. They're probably very expired by now. Oh my God. How old do things like that last? Like how old? If it's like a hard candy, doesn't it have like a very long shelf life? She found them on vacation in Scotland 8 years ago. These are much better than Halls. Summer colds are the worst. All I'm going to do is hope that if these are in fact over 8 years old, hey guys, do me a favor, and you probably should like check the shelf life on stuff before you send it. They will not expire unless they're out in the air. Okay, well, so that one there's okay. And the other ones are over 8 years old. And they come from Scotland. That's awesome. I would love to hear about your vacation to Scotland. This is from Dina. And a vacation to Scotland. Man, could you guys imagine how that would last, or how that would be just to have a vacation to anywhere? Just to anywhere. I want a vacation. But with all of these babies and then those calves, and there's just too much. There's nobody. I'll say this, and you can be mad if you want to be mad. but there's nobody who I know who I can trust to do what we have to do to the level that we do it, for me to leave and go anywhere. And so I know you're all gonna put, Lester, you can trust so and so, or you can trust so and so, or you can trust so and so. But I will say this, that yes, I have had to trust so and so to come by and feed or make sure that the waters are full and things like that. But I personally could never be relaxed and enjoy a vacation when I know that there's so many little lives that are dependent on us at both properties. Now, Ellie and Megan being there all the time, but of course, our weekends we go and help. We give them a break on the weekends, and we do the chores. What that does for us is it gives us video opportunities. It gives us a chance to interact with the animals. Now, hold on, before you start screaming and hollering, I still go over there every other day, but I don't go over there to do chores every other day. I go over there to look at the longhorns, to mess around with the longhorns. I spend a lot of time with Rita. Even though she scares me, I spend a lot of time with Rita, more than what you realize. So, now I just would, it's just really, you guys who have pets, you take your dog or your cat, and you know that when you leave them at a boarding school or a boarding whatever, or you have someone come by and dog sit or house sit, you already know that they probably don't get as much TLC as what you give them yourself. And I'm not mad. And you shouldn't be mad at me saying that, but you know it's probably true. You're able to troubleshoot things that those that are not familiar with your animals maybe couldn't. You're able to notice behaviors that those that are not familiar with your animals probably won't. And so it kind of, you become entrapped, I will say. You become entrapped to your animals. They own me. They own me, y'all. They own me. And it is what it is. I also will say that if a vacation is supposed to be a time you can enjoy yourself, but you really can't enjoy yourself if you're sitting there glued to your cameras back at home, wondering what time someone's showing up, what time are they leaving, how come they came and left and never spent any time with so-and-so? They did not show any attention. I'm watching the cameras. I'm like, they walked right by Ringo and didn't even acknowledge him, or they kicked that cornholio, or, and that's not a life. You're not going to enjoy a vacation when you're so worried about those you leave behind. And that could be if you've ever left your kids behind, or your pets behind, or someone elderly who you take care of. So, you don't, but here's at the same time, I don't sit here feeling sorry for myself for not being able to vacation and travel. I know Jamie has to, and she doesn't always like to, but by all means, I can do what I have to do while she's gone. I just don't think that I can go with her. I have two more. This comes to Lester Morrow. Oh my God. Tell me this is not from that exact same lady. What's her name? Christy? Okay. You give joy to so many people, more than you know. Well, I wonder about that. I sometimes wonder about that. My love language is sugar. Thank you for everything you do, Christy. Christy, my love language. And so you know how love languages work. You have a love language that you need for you, and you have one that you give off. And so I am physical touch on both of those. I don't mean in a perverse kind of a way, but I touch to show my love language. And that could be a simple scratching Jamie's head, which sounds weird to you all. It could be scratching Jamie's feet, or rubbing her shoulders. So I show my love, maybe not with the words that come out of my mouth, maybe not the gifts that I surprise her with by showing up with the gift. My love language is not. What are the love languages? Words of affirmation, the giving of gifts, physical touch. There's two more. There's two more, and I forgot what they are. But Christy says her love language is sugar. And so she's showing me love. Thank you. This is cotton candy with the sweet taste of Dr. Pepper. Now, I love cotton candy. However, I'm going to go ahead and toss that sore throat lozenge. Wow. Acts of servitude and time. Spending time and acts of servitude. Thank you. Quality time. This is delicious. It's delicious. It is all sugar, and I can almost guarantee you that this is probably going to affect me. But Christy, that's some love language. Hillary says my love language is chocolate. I'm also a homebody. That is so good. I'm going to put it away, though, because I want to share it with Lex. My son loves cotton candy, and he will be here this afternoon, Thursday. No, this weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. He'll be here tomorrow. God, that was good. That was so very good. Thank you. All right, I have one last gift to open. Chrissy, that was very kind of you. Everyone's been so kind to me, and I don't deserve this kind of kindness. I'm not gonna lie. It's always nice to receive things, but I don't like to receive things because it makes me feel, wow. Top dog chews. These are huge. These are some really big dog chews. There's 2 packs of them. And it just says, enjoy your gift from Teresa. Now, I said Teresa because Teresa is different from Teresa. And you may not know that. Teresa is the Spanish Teresa. Let me go ahead and show y'all how that's spelled. Teresa. So if you ever see that word like that and it's spelled that way, don't think that's a misspelling. That's Teresa or Teresa, but in Spanish. So I'm going to call some dogs over. Let me hide this comment first. How do I hide that? Stella is laying there. She cannot hear a darn thing. Stella is so deaf. Christy! Come on, babies. Now, here comes Christmas, so Stella will come with her. Oh, they have plastic wrap on. I got a treat. All right, we have a lot of dogs that come over to join us. Now, we got to be very careful with this first one. Let me give it to her. She can run off with it. Sadie has food aggressions. I think that she must approve. All right, here's Stella. Stella, I got a snack for you, sweetie. Here, baby. Enjoy. Who's next? Come on, Trixie. Come on, love. Here, Trixie. Trixie, here. Trixie's going to be very finicky. Here. Oh, Millie likes it. Millie's like, yummy. So Christmas is... Chrissy, come on. Come on, up. Christmas, come get it. Christmas, get the darn treat and go. So the only animal who did not take one was Stella. Stella, here. And then I don't know where Fiona's at. Oh, yeah, Trixie didn't take one either. Rocky, you don't eat dog bones. Now stop it. He just needs to stop it. There. Okay, Stella has hers, and she drops it. Okay, well, hey, they're not for everybody. Fiona, I don't know where Fiona's at. I'm certain that Ritzy's inside with Jamie, and Trixie doesn't care for one. So I will try one last time. So Stella is actually eating hers. And Christmas came back for another one. Stella is eating hers. Rocky, you're not going to get one. Now stop it. Christmas wants another one. And I do not know where Fiona or Ritzy are at. I'm guessing inside the apartment. Y'all want to walk in with me and give them one? So you can see all the dogs. Lester, aren't you trying one? Prince? Who said that? Prince Nameless. That is a YouTube name right there. Prince Nameless. So I'm not going to try one, but I assume they would taste like pork rinds. If I were going to try one, I could probably tell they're like pork rinds. It does nothing for me whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Let's walk in and give one to Ritzy, and we're going to take one for Fiona. I'm guessing they're both inside the apartment, so y'all come with me. Let's hope that Jamie's not on a Zoom call. And then after that, we will end this live because all of the gifts have been opened. It has stopped raining. Dang it. Man, we had some rain there for a few minutes. The sun has not come back out, which is good. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to manipulate the door. No. Okay. I see. Oh, here we go. Hey, Fiona. Look. You want it? Come here. Oh my gosh. Who? Here. It's a dog biscuit. It's a dog treat. It's made for dogs. Fiona. She said no. Darn it. She said no. She doesn't trust me. All right, so Ritzy, hold on 1 second. Be very quiet. Don't say a word. Ritzy, come on. Ritzy, come on. Ritzy. Ritzy, come on. Ritzy. All right, I tossed it. Sorry. When Jamie's door is closed, we do not go inside. It's a nice background. Okay, well, hey, I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you for the treats, all the gifts and the goodies. Thank you for being a part of an impromptu live. Once again, I apologize to whichever creator I jumped in and interrupted. But once again, we don't always, we have a schedule, and we would never interrupt someone's scheduled live. But an impromptu live, you can't hold that on anyone's head. Thank you all for watching our videos, for loving and supporting us, and for being so good to us. And then I can say this, if you don't mind, you go ahead and say, Lord, just repeat after me. Here we go. Everyone repeat after me. Come on, Lord. Come on, man. Is that sacrilegious? Is that sacrilegious to say, come on, Lord? Come on, man. Seriously, is that sacrilegious? I'm just curious. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that. I don't know if that's wrong or not to say, come on, man. So anyway, we will let you guys know what happens if we get any more rain. And then Lord, bring rain to Longhorn Lester's. I know, right? And then someone says, more rain is coming, Lester. Prayers for rain. So I'll tell you what, the 10 minutes we got this morning was so great. And I'm going to go check my rain gauge to see if it was measurable. That's the whole key word right there, is measurable. And I'm pretty sure from the video that I showed you guys, it seemed to be measurable. 1/10 of an inch, maybe, whatever, but we'll take whatever we can get. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the very next video. Bye, guys.